We dug up this 1,000 square meters of soil and it really damaged the soil. Have you heard of probiotics? Probiotics are these little yogurt drinks to drink to be healthy. Same with the soil, they need probiotics. In the soil exists two types of bacteria, aerobic and anaerobic. Anaerobic is coming very quickly. It's the rotting, pongy smell. Those bacteria are anaerobic. Aerobic bacteria smell like soil, smell like compost. Very, very nice, just like earth or a forest. We want to cultivate the aerobic bacteria. But the problem is, the aerobic bacteria take ages to come. Some aerobic bacteria can take up to 2 years to come. But anaerobic bacteria takes 20 minutes. Aerobic bacteria do something amazing. They contain bacteria that poop a certain chemical called globulin. Globulin is a sticky substance that glues the soil together. Globulin binds the soil together so you can make shapes out of the soil and it won't fall apart. So putting good probiotics in the soil gives us good soil structure, which allows everything to be held in the soil. The water holds better, the nutrients hold better, everything is more living, alive and able to grow. Now in areas where we have poor soil and just anaerobic bacteria, we don't have any soil structure or globulin, the water just runs away. This is called soil erosion and this is not good. This is how you create deserts and this is how you kill the land. You need that soil structure for everything to stick, grow and be happy. So we done something very, very bad to this land. We made all these beds. Nearly 1 kilometer of drip irrigation is in these beds here. And when we dug it up to create the beds, we really damaged the soil. So why did we dig up the beds? What was the point? We dug up the beds because we wanted to make the soil softer. This will allow the roots to penetrate the earth and allow the plants to grow. It will also allow us to work on either side of the bed to prune, harvest or plant the crops. And it will also help for us to plant the drip irrigation so all the crops can be irrigated. So it's kind of important that we do this first step. It's a first damaging step of creating the shape of the beds. But once we do that, we kill so many aerobic bacteria. We have to then repair the soil. How do we repair the soil? We repair the soil by using nitrogen fixers. Nitrogen fixers are amazing because they've got balls of nitrogen. So all these plants you see here have all got balls of nitrogen. Let's have a look. This is cowpeas. Cowpeas is one of the most beautiful crops because it has balls. If we pull out this plant, on the bottom of the plant we'll see these tiny balls. Now these balls contain nitrogen. Now these balls will break up into the soil when the plant dies and they will explode loads of nitrogen into the soil. This nitrogen will then be eaten by lots and lots of bugs and all the bugs will then poop and that poop will create globulin and allow the soil to bind, have brilliant soil structure and put loads of vitamins and minerals into the soil. So when you're planting your market garden, straight away after you plant, you want to put a nitrogen fixer inside the soil. This is a brilliant example of a nitrogen fixer. We've got 18 of these lines planted across this 1,000 square meters. So when we first dug the land, we planted all cowpeas along it. And I just want to show you one interesting thing. Down here, it's more green, and down here, it's more yellow. Why? Because our pressure pump is over here. So the water has to go through the food forest and all the way back up and feed them. By the time the pressure gets here, the water pressure is a little bit lower. So the cowpeas is in now. We're going to harvest them, we're going to pick them, we're going to eat them, we're going to weigh them, and we're going to find out what was the yield of our recovery crop. Recovery crop is basically the most important thing to do to regrow the soil. This soil is really already very good. It's really nice, delicious red soil. But because we've made the beds, we've destroyed some of the microbial life. So just to give it that glue again, we've planted the cowpeas, which is a nitrogen fixer, which means it has balls along its roots. And that's how you start a market garden. Yes, we're going to start cooking today. We've harvested loads of beans, measured everything. So far, I've tidied and cleaned up 2 kilos. So our first step is to beat the beans, and then we move on to separation. We've got lots of beans, we're just putting them together. This is brilliant goat feed, and these are brilliant beans. So after beating it yesterday, we're left with the fibres in one section and the peas in another. Now my friends from the neighbouring farm taught me this brilliant technique. Just pouring the beans and letting the wind do the rest. The wind takes a lot of the husks away, and we're left with peas. Let's wash them and put them on the stove. Beans for lunch. What a feeling to have food from your own hands. Thanks for watching, guys.
The falafel from our farm is amazing.
It's really good. Hope you enjoyed. And
Homemade.
homemade cow peas, delicious.
Damn good.
Beautiful.